Hello. So in today's video, it's a bit different. It's my first heartopia video. So I'm gonna be talking about how you can earn a lot of these fashionwave token as quick as possible. So first of all, I'm gonna explain that over here you get 4 items every day. Well, starting tomorrow, it's gonna 2 days later, it's gonna be 5 items. So you get 5 items every day, and then obviously every week they're gonna keep adding more and more. There's lots of items you can get. I can't remember how to check all the items. And then so this is the daily refresh, then these are the permanent that you can get. So my goal is also to get all of this as well as everything from the shop. You can also see what your friends bought, and then the items your friends bought is what you can buy as well. But I've already, I think, reached the limit because it won't let me do it to anyone anymore, which I didn't know there was a limit, I think. Which I got these shoes and the earmuffs from like my friends, because if they buy it, then it shows up here. So one of the other items I got from the shop so far, so these cat penguin, this penguin sailor top, and this 2 set, the pom-pom shawl and the loop-eared plush hat. So I really want more cat items as well. So there's 3 things you want to do when you come here. First of all, you go to her, talk to her, you click fashionwave related, and then sell items. Over here it should show you the 2 items in your weekly shop that are being double the price or maybe more expensive than what they are. You can also check in town if there's anyone else who's having a good deal as well, and ask them to sell it on your behalf, like these ones. So right now for me it's apple frosted pancakes and frost sport ocean sunfish. So obviously if I sell these, you can see I get a lot. So one of them is 340, which is a lot, and then obviously the more the star goes up, the more expensive they become. Only 4-star one is 1,300, which is crazy, but your cap is 50,000, the only you can earn from these 2. So this is what you want to make sure and keep in mind, what you have in here, and this is your number 1 priority before anything else. That's how I've been earning half the money. After that, you want to go to Blanc, and you want to make sure you buy the white reddish seed not every day, but buy as much as you can. I'll just get more, so I can have 200 in total again. And then the 3rd thing you want to do is go to, what's his name, Massimo, and cooking store. You want to buy frosted every day. You want to buy meat. You want to buy eggs, milk, butter, and coffee beans. So these 5 items is what you want to buy every day, plus this one. Make sure you buy this one because this is only for this event. So the first thing you do before doing anything is make sure you put your white reddish crops. So while you're doing everything else, they can grow as well. So I have higher crops level, hence why I can do multiple at once. My dog's kinda on the crops. I guess I'll leave one out for now. So that's done. And what you want to do is, since mine is apple pancakes, I make sure I go around and farm apples. During the free time when these are being grown, you want to make sure you farm every berries. You farm blueberries. Blueberries are really important. You farm oranges. And as for me in my shop, the most important thing is the apples. So as you can see, I have 100 health bar, stamina bar, and I make sure I use it all up in one go before going back home. So all I'm gonna do is keep farming for these, and also picking up blueberries from the bushes. The blueberries do not take any stamina, so I want to make sure I'm doing this before I start going on the cooking grind. So that was basically 7.5 minutes, and that's not too bad. Until then, I can either start making the food, or I can just go upstairs and have some rest, and just make sure you don't tire yourself out by playing a bit too much. So if you need to take breaks, I would say do the farming first, then take a break, and then go off, and then whatever you want to do, then come back, so your energy is 100% as well. So that's what I sometimes do. I do my energy round, and then maybe go to eat, get a snack, grab some water. Maybe until then I browse Netflix or YouTube to see if I could watch something during all that. Or you could also just eat any food you have, but if you do want to eat, like I would recommend is like salad. Because you get gifted these by NPCs a lot and during the quest, but you can't really sell this one. You can share it to people, but you can't sell it to Albert. So that's a good one to eat to get an 18 energy back. So as for me, I got 30 ovens, so I can back and forth do this. So first I'm gonna make apple frosted pancakes. I have 29 apples and lots of these, so I don't need to worry about. So that means I can make approximately 29 apple frosted pancakes, maybe even more if I get the cooking with no rice thing, because that's what I have as one of my hobby. It gives me that it doesn't use my ingredients sometimes. So I'm just gonna keep on doing this circle. The good thing is it only makes you flip once, so you can even have a fourth one here or something else. When it says meal with no rice on top, that means it didn't use any of my ingredients. I'm gonna go have a look outside now, and as I can see, my radish are done by then. These are needed for other dishes, not for this one. Make sure you use your weekly quota up to use, because it's really important that you do that, because obviously you can see over here 160 would be normal price, but right now it's 340. It's basically double the price, so why would you not want to take advantage of that? So I'm gonna sell all of these and try to reach the weekly quota as much as I can, as this is my number one priority before everything else. So right now I can manage to get this much, so why not? And I'm gonna open and see how much I can. 22k I can get it again. So the whole thing I just sold, I can basically make the same amount and sell it and reach my weekly quota. The week ends, today's the last day of the week, so I'm gonna try to do it today more, like off video. But my other method that I wanted to show was other dishes that you can make and also sell. As I'm back here now, so one of the expensive ones is this Aurora banquet, which you want to try to get as much as you can. So for that you need steak with mashed white radish, creamy white radish soup, any of the iced coffee, either iced coffee or iced latte, and any of these pancakes. Any works, by the way. my go-to is blueberry because that's like the easiest to farm, does not take stamina, and when you're farming it comes back really quick. As you can see, I have 165 and I didn't even mean to farm them, it just happens. So I can basically make 114 pancakes if I really wanted to with like everything I have. And then this one is expensive because the meat what we bought was really expensive as well. The butter isn't that expensive, but the meat was expensive, hence why this dish sells expensive. And the white radish is what we basically grew. Over here is also this one, it uses 2 white radish. So these recipes are really useful to buy, and you make sure you buy the frosting every day because as you can see, basically two of these dishes use them. So I'm gonna show you making all these dishes and the Aurora banquet as well and everything, and see how it goes. So the next thing that I'm gonna make is, so in this dish I already made this. These two are the things I'm missing. So I'm gonna make creamy white radish soup, which requires milk, butter, and the radish. I have enough radish farmed already for this, so make sure you farm this beforehand or do it while you're doing the other stuff. And I'm just gonna go in the process of doing 3 at once again. And now the third thing I'm gonna make is either one of these. I'm gonna see which one I have more. So I have coffee beans a lot, and milk gets used in here and in here in 2 other ingredients. So I would rather not waste it on the iced cup latte, and would rather use it on iced cup coffee with all the coffee beans, because this is the only place the coffee beans are being used in. But the frosting, I just want to make sure I have enough for all of it, because frosting gets used here again and here, and that is really important that you manage both of them and see which one is more. To be honest, this one is worth more than iced cup coffee, so if you're trying to sell it separately, just one thing on its own, then I would prefer you go the frosted pancakes, any of these. But if you're going for the Aurora bucket, that's the only time I would say the iced cup coffee is useful to make, or if you have the double thing in your week. Okay, so after that, the last thing I have is the pancakes. I've already made those. It's basically the same thing you do that I did earlier with the apple frosted pancakes, except you can change the ingredients here. When you go on original frosted pancakes, you can change it to any ingredients here. So for this one, I would definitely suggest blueberries one, since that's the easiest to farm. As you can see the difference in here, it's either you farm blueberries with no stamina, you farm oranges with stamina, each tree giving you 1, or you waste your pineapples on this, which will only give you an original one, which you can make for jams instead, and would rather get money for the other ingredients. Same with the strawberries, you do not want to waste them. I highly suggest blueberries, so just make them. So as for the Aurora banquet, I'll show the price difference as well, so you can see I have enough to make at least 7 portion at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to only use 1-star ones, because even if I use 1-star, it can still give me a higher star rating food at the end, so it doesn't matter if I use higher star or not. So now I'm here and I will show you the difference. So if I were to sell one of this, it gives me 770. But if I were to sell 2-star, 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 and 2-star, I can get way more. So I would rather only use that's what I've been doing. I will only been using 1-star rating for the Aurora banquet, because it's way worth more if I do the 2-star separately. So in here I'll show you the 1-star is 770, then 115, 1500. So this is 115. So it's basically like a 10 token difference basically. So I would always suggest only using 1-star meals for this one. So now I'm gonna sell everything I have except this one. Remember, these steak gives a lot, so I got 17,000 again. So now I have 66k, which I basically showed at least 40,000 how to make on this video alone. So the whole process, which I still have lots of ingredients for, like I have way more ingredients still, so I can still make more and earn way more than what I'm showing right now. And my number one priority is definitely gonna be apple frosted pancakes, and I'm gonna make sure I reach the weekly quota. And during all this, I'm again farming my radish. Anyways, I would like to thank you for watching my video. I hope this was useful enough for you to hopefully buy as many outfits as you can and as much stuff you want to buy, because my goal initially is to buy every outfit, every furniture, and every permanent shop item as well. And I hope you can also achieve that, as there is still 35 days left for this, so basically a month. So good luck on that. Please let me know if you would like to know more about this game or any other tips you want to know. I'll be happy to do a video about it, and I hope you have a nice day and good luck with farming. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.